Good morning, Periscope. Hope you're having a great day today. My name is Nick Nyber. JB, we got JB joining us. How are you today, JB? Are you having a good day? Thanks for the hearts. That's awesome. You rock. All right, you're doing awesome. I'm doing awesome. Today's going to be a great day. So the question of the day today is, who is your biggest influence when it comes to personal finance? Good morning, Ryan Harrison 8. Looks like Ryan Harrison 8. Hope you're doing great, Ryan. This last couple weeks, Medster 1 joined. Good morning, Medster. Hope you're having a great day. Twink Pink 7 also joined. We got a good group on today this morning. Awesome. Last week I was doing a Periscope with someone out of actually I think it might have been yesterday, out of England. A week before that, Paris. A week before that, over in Europe again. And then someone had just messaged me on Facebook Messenger from Australia. They saw one of these videos. So all this awesome stuff going on, great things happening. And if you've never heard of me, my name is Nick Nyber. You can find me on Facebook at the same handle as my Periscope handle, and that'll give you a little bit more detail about who I am, where I came from, what my story is. Anyways, what I do with this Periscope is I just share what's on my mind about finances, either what I've learned, what I'm learning, or what I'm going to learn. And I just share that with you, and if you can share that with others and you find value, awesome. And if you just want to be selfish with the information, that's totally cool too, because here's a couple questions. Are you struggling with your finances? Are you living paycheck to paycheck with your finances? Are you not where you want to be with your finances? On a scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate yourself with finances? 1 being the lowest, 10 being I got this covered. If there's an area that you want to improve on in your finances, that's really what I like to do. Is I like to share information on what I learned. And there's a young lady I met yesterday at a networking event. She's 24 years old. She's actually been in the business insurance, commercial insurance industry for a little over a year, and she really inspired me just with the conversation, learn a little bit more about her. And she said the biggest influence that she's ever had in her life was her father, which made me think, if you ask anybody, whether it's your neighbor, your brother, your sister, anyone that you've met, ask that question. Who's the biggest influence in your life? Chances are it's probably who you grew up with. Whether that was your parents, whether that was a parent, whether that was a grandparent, whether that was another family member. What did they teach you about finances? And based on their finances and your finances, how much of that information have you applied? I can say personally, my biggest influence on my finances were my parents when I grew up. And that's totally fine. That's totally normal. That's usually where most people learn their finances. What was interesting about this conversation is she was talking about, I've gotten like this E-Trade account for about 3 years now, and it's just fun, and it's just something I can learn. And the key right there is her dad has taught her about finances. Her dad has taught her what to do with her finances. Her dad has educated her on her finances, where she's debt-free. She's very good financially. She doesn't have any credit card debt, no car loans. What she's done is she's applied these principles that her dad has taught her. And that's a unique situation. Having a parent teach their kids about finances. And if you have a parent that taught you about finances, on what to do with your money, that is awesome. That is so awesome that happened. But you know what? For the majority of people, it's not the case. Most people learn their finances from their parents, but they don't learn any more. So if my parents taught me about my finances, who taught my parents? Probably their parents, right? And if their parents went through, say, the Depression, or their parents went through the Depression, they were probably taught some specific things about money. It could be relevant today, but it's a different time. It's a different time, right? So finance is something that we have to learn. We have to Seek out information. If this is a Periscope that you plug into on a frequent basis, that's fantastic. If there's other Periscopes, if there's other podcasts that you plug into, I encourage you to learn. I encourage you to learn from others, take little bites of information from whoever you can, but start with the question, what are the results that they have in their life? What are the results that they have in their life? And if they have really fantastic, awesome results, get time with them, ask them questions and see what you can do to improve your finances. Because when you're in control of your finances and you're no longer living paycheck to paycheck and you got money in the savings account, and if you want to go out on vacation, you can just pay cash, or something happens around the house, something breaks down. It's not an emergency when you got money in the bank account. This is something I learned, I don't know, probably 6 months ago. I was teaching a finance class at my church, and I'd heard this statement: once I had an emergency savings, whether it was 1,000 or 5,000 or 10,000, once I had an emergency savings, the emergencies went away. And I'm like, that's genius, actually, because if you don't have money and something bad happens, like the water heater breaks or the furnace goes or you need brakes on your car and you don't have money, that's an emergency because you don't have the money. So what most people do is they'll put it on a credit card. But if you got 5,000 in the savings account and you need brakes, it's not an emergency. You just go get it done. You just pay for the cost of the service, and now you got brakes. No emergency, really. So that's just something that I've learned. You know, hopefully you can take that with you. I appreciate the shares on here, JB, for sharing this on Twitter and Facebook. If you have, if you find value in this, feel free to share. Swipe left, swipe right, up or down based on the device that you're on. I typically post this onto my Facebook page. The action of the day today. Here's the action of the day today. Number 1, ask yourself, who is or was my biggest influence in my finances? And write that down. Who is it and who was it, right? And then the next question is, do they have the results that I want in my life? And if they don't, then just learn some new information. You can still learn from that person, but you might just need to enhance that dialogue with what's going on, not just with that one person or with that group of people. The second call of action today is, if you're struggling with your finances and you want to improve your finances, Facebook, private message me. Send me a message on Facebook. Send me a message on Twitter. Love to have a conversation with you. Love to answer any questions that you do have, and we can have a conversation, and I can just walk you through that process just to get you started. And if there's and if you're in a position like, what, I need to change my finances now, send me a message on Facebook and we can start that dialogue. I'd love to help. Hopefully this helped you. If you if you know anyone, who knows, you might be in that position that the young lady was that I met yesterday. She's super confident about her finances. She knows where she's going. She's got big goals. She's going to do awesome things. But the reason why is because she's got her finances in control. It's sort of like a non-issue for her. She's sort of taking care of that, and money is logical to her. It's no longer emotional. And that's a big reason why finances are so hard, because money is an emotional thing, right? So anyways, hope you had hope you found value in this. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. And what can I say? Have a great day. And thanks again for watching. You guys are awesome.